backed up.
But what about their targets for the year? Because I think they've been running, on a loss because they say that they've been spending a lot on their capex building the network at least. So now,
okay, don't get confused now because you've got Green Packet, which is the listed company. Packet
and then
One
P1,
Packet One is actually the service provider, which touches
but
customer.
Isn't that the only thing they do is provide WiMAX services, right? I don't think that
Packet One, yes, but Green Packet also provides the hardware and the software, which they sell to any other WiMAX player. And like Packet One is a WiMAX service provider. So
but there's only one WiMAX player in Malaysia, so who do they sell
to? Not in Malaysia, but obviously you've got Redtone, Waze company, Wei Chuan Beng, and you've got Amex also, run by Dato Gani, and then you've got, of course, YTL.
But I'm sure the cash cow is the WiMAX services,
it's
right?
It's a WiMAX, No, it's not the services. Because Green Packet, a lot of people are still a bit confused about it. Green Packet just focuses on selling technology, hardware and software that any WiMAX service provider can use.
So who are the big customers then?
He said there are 4 WiMAX service providers in Taiwan, and he says 3 of them are using software from Green Packet. But what manner of software and how much, he didn't say. But he said last year Green Packet sold 300,000 licenses for their software packages, and this year they're targeting to sell 1 million, software licenses. And he said they also do servicing along with the software. You have professional services. And this year they're just targeting Europe and the US because he said those are mature markets which are ready to pay a premium. But interestingly enough, he said the challenge for them in developed markets is that the Green Packet brand name isn't well known. Of course not. So he said that's going to be a challenge. While they see potential there, this year they hope it's going to add to their revenue substantially, but the challenge is to convince the customers there, the service providers there, that Green Packet out of Malaysia has got strong service, and technical expertise in the WiMAX space. He said the advantage is versus a company like YTL, which has got getting collaborations with world-class names, right? Is that when they come up with a product, they've got Packet One to test it out, live to see how well it works. So that's quite interesting. It's there's synergy there because you come up with something you think service providers can use. Hey, you've got your own service provider which has got a network with 100,000 customers. You can run it live and test it and stress test it to see whether it's really as good as you think. And if it is, so your proof of concept is a full-fledged service provider. And then you take that product and you sell it to telcos around the world and say it's been used by somebody for the last 3-4 months. It's worked with the Kings. So that strategy is interesting. And because their service provider is in Malaysia, you don't have to worry about the service provider, a WiMAX service provider in Taiwan or Singapore or anywhere else in the world worrying about, hey, I'm not going to buy from you because you're also serving, my competitor. So that's a pretty interesting synergistic strategy there for them.
Right. But after going through the briefing, would you be interested in investing in, Green Packet stocks?
No, not enough. I don't know enough about it. But they had an interesting IP camera, which was really cool because I've had a bad experience with IP cameras. I bought a 1,000 ringgit IP camera from Cisco like 3 years ago. So the technician, I buy it from one of the SIs. So the technician comes to the house and helps me install it. And I'm telling you, he was there for 2 hours, sitting down, trying to configure it, because you got to configure it, tilt, pan, zoom, shading and all that. And, and after 1 hour, he was calling back, his technical support or, his friend in the office, speaking Mandarin about, wow, paise saya, sega, customer angry or whatever, I'm waiting for the guy who's a techie, he doesn't know how to get it sorted out. In the end, after 2 hours, he bolted out of my house saying that, I got to come back later, and he never came back. So I've got a 1,000 ringgit, IP camera from Cisco sitting in my house gathering dust. The one by WiMAX, this IP camera by Green Packet is interesting. It was so easy. I was really intrigued by it, and I will highly likely try it out myself. I didn't ask the price of it, but I'm probably going to try it out. And the good thing is, as soon as you try it out the first time, then you just right click and you've got a Wi-Fi setup too. Easy as breeze, at least the way they showed me, and then you don't need your modem you don't need your LAN cable plugged into it and to your modem. You just disconnect and voila, it's wireless. So that was I found quite interesting and exciting. And the technical manager said they know the problem people face with configuring IP cameras. So this is the solution to it, and that was pretty interesting. So I'll try it out, and maybe in a month or so I'll let you guys know how that went. And if you see me with a beard which is much more white, then you'll know that it's given me a lot more grief. But okay, with that we've got the wind up sign ready. Thank you for watching the show. Please keep the comments coming. We do get them, believe it or not. Have a great and productive week ahead with technology. We'll see you next week.